A band though that we've reviewed their last couple, or at least their last album. Cloud Nothings. They broke out in 2012 with their album Attack on Memory. But Life Without Sound, their last album before Last Building Burning, I think, especially my take on it was they're trying to become a little bit more pop, a little bit more something that can appeal to more people, because they had a very punkish sound before, and they did that with that last album, but it took away some of their bite. They definitely course corrected for this album and brought a lot more bite and a lot more, I think, traditional Cloud Nothings, even veering into the skid a little bit more than they had to. This is probably their most edgy album yet. Knowing that you're not a big rock fan, I was wondering if this was an album that you dug at all, or if this was something you were like, pass, hardcore pass. Yep. So
I'm a big pass on this type of music.
It's a note from me, dog.
This ain't it, Chief. No, I think specifically, I think the worst moments on this album for me, they just sound, it's like loud noises, it's like the vocals are sometimes incoherent to me, and it's really, really loud drums and stuff, and I was like, this didn't do anything for me. I guess it's hard, I'm sure if that's what you're looking for, this probably is pretty appealing. That's really not what I like. So yeah, it didn't move the needle for me. But again, it's not shit I usually like, so don't take that with a grain of salt.
Yeah, I kind of expected, I thought maybe you would like it a little bit because it's not super, it's not very similar to what we usually have been, or we have been reviewing recently. We've been doing a lot of Hosers, Snail Mail, the best people that are very much in that indie genre, but that almost like soft rock indie genre. This is way more punkish indie, and I do think this is Dylan Baldy's most like intriguing vocal performance. There's a lot of like guttural and visceral sounding singing on this, and I think that actually is good for Cloud Nothings, because I do think they're better when they have a bite to them. It at least makes it more interesting to listen to. I do think there's a couple songs. Dissolution, I know, is the emotional centerpiece of this. I don't really think that that's a great song, especially like the 3-minute like drum. I don't know, was that interlude or bridge or
yes, I don't know.
I guess that wasn't super intriguing to me, but I thought they were better when they were more concise. Like a song like On an Edge or Leave Him Now, I thought were songs that really stood out as better ones off this album. And I do think there's probably a middle ground between Life Without Sound and Last Building Burning that they'll find. But, the story of Cloud Nothings at this point is a band that came out with a lot of potential and is still trying to figure out exactly where their lane is. So we'll see. I think the next album will be the best one yet.
Probably.
I'm not sure.
My Alexa just out of nowhere jumped in there.
Sure.
But yeah, she just said, sorry, I'm not sure. I don't know where that came from. She
might not believe in Cloud Nothings as much as you.
Seems like it.